Summer savings are in full swing at Menards. Give your kids endless fun with swing and slide products. All kits and accessories are on sale. The Cool Wave slide is $39.95 after rebate. Protect exterior surfaces with Thompson's Water Seal. It prevents moisture damage and offers maximum waterproof protection for wood, brick, and more. Now $7.42 a gallon. Find all your summer needs at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Now return to the TNT original Rough Riders.
On the next Impact, he's a reanimated corpse with blood on his hands. Meet the brains behind the brawn of the world's newest superhero, Spawn. Impact, Sunday, 9 Eastern on CNN.
The Pontiac Firebird waits. 305 horsepower comes to life. Ram air induction turns air into fuel in a rush. Firebird, you're ready to fly.
Is this safe?
Is it safe? Is it safe?
Not safe. It's not safe. It's safe.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
I read it wasn't safe.
It's too risky.
It's not safe.
What are you talking about?
Shopping on the internet.
Your son is shopping on the internet.
The internet? With his credit card. It's the future of commerce. I read about it.
It could be safe.
Well, how do you know?
IBM is making it safer to buy things over the web.
You want me to tell you what my Discover card statement says? I love Puccini, Victorian bubbles, and housewares. My hair. Cashback bonus award is...
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Wonderful.
It pays to discover.
I can't eat salsa. Just one little taste, and I'd have heartburn all night. Oh, this? I took a Pepsid AC.
Everybody eats when there's Pepsid AC. You can be heartburn-free with Pepsid AC.
Billy Medved has never missed a summer vacation at his cousin's.
Hi, Billy.
With roadside assistance from Liberty Mutual, he always makes it.
Oh, Billy! Wakey, wakey.
Fortunately, with roadside assistance, he's guaranteed he can leave.
Bye, Billy.
If you have car trouble, we'll send help. Anywhere, fast. Safer, more secure lives. That's the freedom of liberty. Liberty Mutual.
Dad, good news, bad news. You switched to that bargain brand of paper and saved us $21 this year. Now, the bad news?
Don't tell your mother.
The last thing you want to worry about is paper jamming. That's why Union Camp created Great White recycled content paper. It's virtually worry-free, so it's as good for your business as it is for the environment. Great White, only from Union Camp. One less thing to worry about.
Stanley, I'm home.
Son, hide this.
All day, the player thinks about the night. His heart pounds. His eyes focus. His pulse races. Anticipating the moment when leather will be gripped, pads will collide, and the ball will descend from the lights, making 60,000 people rise to their feet and scream their lungs out. Sunday night NFL on TNT. The best time for football. Don't miss a game.
Pump yourself up for all the action you can handle with TNT's Friday Nitro.
To be human is to grow.
Not just our children.
But each and every one of us has the potential to learn more.
To be more.
Media One believes that with the right tool,
there will be no limit to what we can achieve. That tool is broadband.
It is simply a wire with enormous capacity.
broadband is the way your house will be connected to the future.
This is the way your inspiration will arrive.
This is broadband. This is the way. Media One.
There's only one Bob Rohrman.
Facts are facts. We're now the 34th largest dealer group in America, #1 in Illinois, and Oak Brook Toyota in Westmont is the largest Toyota dealership in Chicagoland. How did we get so big? Simple. Treat the customer right with the right car at the right price and the right service after these great deals like this new Corolla for only $99 a month.
Old Bob Rohrman is a good friend of mine. Woo! He
be traded my way.
We now return to the TNT original, Rough Riders. TBS Destination Sunday. Sunday on National Geographic Explorer. In Papua New Guinea, crocodile attacks happen every day, but the natives share the land with their ferocious neighbors. They even take part in a custom honoring the croc, self-mutilation. The feared but revered saltwater crocodile on National Geographic Explorer. Sunday, 7 Eastern, only on TBS Destination Sunday.
So you're looking for a new hobby. Good choice. Okay, you got the gear. Now you need a river. Perfect. How about a casting lesson? Better make that 2. Thanks to IBM, all of this can be arranged in one place. LLbean.com. It's more than just a website. It's bringing LL Bean closer to their customers, and their customers closer to nature. Canoeing's an option, too. Now, if IBM can do it for LL Bean, they can probably do it for you.
What would make your life easier? Is it the little things? Do you need more solutions and fewer questions? Not everyone can have their own personal assistant, but at least someone can get the door for you once in a while. The 1997 Silhouette minivan by Oldsmobile. Personal freedom, personal space, personal attention. Because no two silhouettes are alike.
I guess I've been bringing the office home with me, because lately I've had some pain at night, and I just couldn't get to sleep. And then I'd worry about taking something. I mean, I'm at work pretty early, you know. How would I feel? But then I tried Tylenol PM. That's something I can trust. Well, the Tylenol PM stopped my pain. It helped me sleep. Next morning, I'm up and out and ready for my day. Nothing like a good night's sleep.
Rest easy. It's Tylenol PM.
So you want to know what's on my Discover card statement? My dogs. Hey, Blue! That's called the Kong that bounces every which way.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Sends him into a frenzy of dog happiness.
It pays to Discover.
That's Tony. He loves pepperoni pizza, but it can give him indigestion. So tonight, he took a Pepsid AC. And look at him now.
Yes! You can be heartburn-free with Pepsid AC. Everybody eats when there's Pepsid AC.
Sea turtles. They bury their eggs in some tropical beach. When the eggs hatch, the babies find their way to the water and across miles of ocean. Now, we also have this built-in sense of direction when we're in our own shells.
Karin, the car navigation system from Philips Magnavox. It shows exactly how to get to where you want to go.
Man has finally caught up with nature.
Saturday night on Larry King Weekend, he's still one of the hottest heroes of the big screen, and now Harrison Ford plays the president in Air Force One. A full hour with Harrison Ford, Saturday night, 9 Eastern on CNN.
We will return to the TNT original Rough Riders in a moment. And coming Sunday, August 24th at 8, see George Wallace.
Enter a world of speakeasies and bathtub gin, where the righteous rejoice.
Glory, hallelujah, Uncle Sam will stay dry.
And the roles of women change forever.
Everybody drank, they really did.
Go behind the myths to tell the real story of the 13 years that changed America. An A&E special, Prohibition, premieres Sunday at 7 p.m., only on A&E.
She saved over $1,400 on a new Escort. She saved $2,300 on a new Contour. They saved $3,000 on a new Taurus. How much can you save during your Ford dealer's factory authorized clearance? Try thousands, thanks to factory authorized deals on everything in stock. Get financing as low as 2.9%. Cash back of up to $2,500. Save hundreds more with option discounts. How much can you save? Find out at the factory authorized clearance. See your neighborhood Ford dealer today.
We now return to the TNT original Rough Riders, the true story of the Spanish-American War, starring Tom Berenger, Sam Elliott, and Gary Busey.
Up next, Tom Berenger is on a mission from God in the TNT original The Avenging Angel. And tomorrow night at 8, see John Wayne in a movie rarely shown on television. Saddle up for McClintock on TNT.
This presentation of the TNT original Rough Riders is brought to you by DVD Video from Philips Magnavox, technology for the heart, the spirit, and the imagination.
They give us heroes, they give us hope, they let us laugh and cry and fall in love. Movies touch us as few things can. Any technology that heightens the experience of watching movies at home makes life even more enjoyable.
DVD Video from Philips Magnavox, technology for the heart, the spirit, and the imagination.
What evil lurks in the heart of an intersection? One never knows. Which is why the LS400 is armed with a bastion of active and passive safety systems. So the forces at bay will remain forces at bay.
You know what I care about even more than what my doctor says? What he does. How does he take care of his own headaches? What medicine does he use? That's what I want to know, not what leading medical research indicates. When my doctor has a headache, you know what he takes? Excedrin. The aspirin-free kind of Excedrin. So I tried it on my own headaches. And you know what? He's a pretty good doctor.
Aspirin-free Excedrin, the headache medicine.
They created electronic trading, and a global intranet became their trading floor. An intranet now able to handle 1 billion shares a day, with trades flashed to 300,000 monitors around the world in milliseconds. With reliability critical, with no room for error, who did NASDAQ turn to build and manage the world's largest intranet? MCI. Imagine now what we can do for you.
There are some colors you can only find in the country. Deep forest green, rich cranberry red, and these were the inspiration for the Country Colors collection, crafted in America, only by Ethan Allen. A surprisingly affordable way to bring a fresh look to your home, whether it's a farmhouse or a penthouse. Hurry in. Ethan Allen's summer sale is on now.
Get ready for Lois and Clark, the new adventures of Superman, coming this September exclusively to TNT.
Let the quality shine in with savings at Menards. Bring beauty into your home with MCO Storm and Screen Doors. The Forever View offers maximum ventilation and durability in 6 colors, $184. Give your home a new look with Dutch Boy Dirt Fighter paint. A top-quality exterior latex that resists peeling, starting at $10.77 a gallon after rebates. Save on top brand names at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
De mis raíces conservo la tradición, con el sabor de B&B Supremo.
The traditional Mexican food is so delicious that its preparation needs the best ingredients. The Mexican heritage of B&B Supremo is in the quality of queso fresco with that creamy texture and its exquisite flavor. Queso fresco is authentic and delicious.
B&B Supremo, la tradición del sabor.
John Wayne in McClintock. See one of the Duke's best westerns tomorrow night at 8 on TNT. We now return to the TNT original Rough Riders.
The engineers of the Pontiac Grand Am design cars for people who get a kick out of driving. Complete with a powertrain built to precise aerospace tolerances. And that's helped keep more Grand Ams on the road, even after 11 years, than any car in its class. So, buy a Grand Am for a good time. Have it around for a good, long time. Grand Am, built for kicks, built for keeps. Starting around 15.3.
They created electronic trading, and a global intranet became their trading floor. An intranet now able to handle 1 billion shares a day, with trades flashed to 300,000 monitors around the world in milliseconds. with reliability critical, with no room for error. Who did NASDAQ turn to build and manage the world's largest intranet? MCI. Imagine now what we can do for you.
Hey, what do you think? Boxers or briefs?
Oh, boxers.
Oh, briefs.
Briefs.
Briefs. Bikinis. Bikinis. Boxers. Look, no, I'm looking at this guy.
They're Hanes. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, that was Michael. Oh, did you see?
I want boom, dot, boom, doom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
Relax. Take your shoes off.
I'm more comfortable like this.
Really?
Well,
millions of people have toenail fungus, thick, brittle, yellow nails.
Oh, I've been in your shoes. You can do something. Call your doctor or Janssen Pharmaceutica at 1-800-NAILS-90.
Who's Janssen?
Your doctor knows Janssen. Call 1-800-NAILS-90 for more information on nail fungus and how to treat it.
Right, I'll call 1-800-NAILS-90.
Oh, you catch on quick.
Well. Brought to you by Janssen Pharmaceutica, world leader in antifungal research.
TNT presents an original motion picture event. Tom Berenger, James Coburn, and Charlton Heston in a TNT original, The Avenging Angel. Tonight at midnight on TNT Friday Nitro.
Let TNT take you to the movies 5 nights a week. Turn to TNT Rough Cut, because movies are our business.
To be human is to grow.
Not just our children.
But each and every one of us has the potential to learn more.
To be more.
Media One believes that with the right tool,
there will be no limit to what we can achieve.
That tool is broadband.
It is simply a wire with enormous capacity.
Broadband is the way your house will be connected to the future.
This is the way your inspiration will arrive.
This is broadband. This is the way. Media One.
There's only one, Bob Rohrman.
Facts are facts. We're now the 34th largest dealer group in America, #1 in Illinois, and Oakbrook Toyota in Westmont is the largest Toyota dealership in Chicagoland. How did we get so big? Simple. Treat the customer right with the right car at the right price and the right service after these great deals like this new Corolla for only $99 a month.
Old Bob Rohrman is a good friend of mine. Woo! He traded my way.
Now return to the TNT original, Rough Riders.
Up next, Tom Berenger is on a mission from God in the TNT original, The Avenging Angel. And tomorrow night at 8, see John Wayne in a movie rarely shown on television. Settle up for McClintock on TNT.
This presentation of the TNT original, Rough Riders, is brought to you by Lexus Luxury Automobiles, the result of a relentless pursuit of perfection.
Anybody out there? Of course not. I'm Highway 50, the loneliest road in America. No sights, no shops, nothing but asphalt.
The road is calling, and the 200 horsepower V6 ES300 will help you answer it.
Oh, now, traffic jam.
Sales are going down.
It depends on how you look at it.
The IRS is on the phone. The last thing you want to worry about now is paper jamming. So you want great white recycled content paper from Union Can. It's as good for your business as it is for the environment. It's virtually worry-free because you've got enough to worry about.
That's one of our vice presidents having a bad day.
Great white, only from Union Camp. One less thing to worry about.
A storm rolling in, and Mom's not due for another hour.
Hey, what about me?
A pretty tight spot, unless you have MCI.
Starting to rain.
The kids dial one special number, and that one call goes to Mom's office, then to her cell phone, then right to her. I'm glad you called. And Mom rolls in right before the storm.
Don't let me in the phone booth, Mom. There's no room, you dweeb. Dork.
It is said that good things come to those who wait. But in business, greater things come to those who refuse to. And for people like these, an incredible weapon has been created.
Velo from Philips Magnavox. Windows, email, internet. The power of a computer in the palm of your hand.
TNT presents one of the most powerful movies on television about one of the most controversial politicians of our time. From legendary director John Frankenheimer and TNT, the best movie studio on television, Gary Sinise is George Wallace.
I will meet our enemies face to face. I will not surrender.
See it for the first time anywhere, Sunday, August 24th at 8 on TNT.
We will return to the TNT original Rough Riders in a moment and watch a special encore presentation Sunday at noon on TNT.
Enter a world of speakeasies and bathtub gin, where the righteous rejoice.
Glory, hallelujah, Uncle Sam will stay dry.
And the roles of women changed forever.
Everybody drank, they really did.
Go behind the myths to tell the real story of the 13 years that changed America. An A&E special, Prohibition, premieres Sunday at 7 p.m., only on A&E.
There's one luxury car that's not a cliche.
What is it?
La Millennia by Mazda. An icon of style. An oasis of comfort. An exhibition of grace. Very refined. Very personal. Millennia. Your private label luxury car. Lease for $329.
We now return to the TNT original Rough Riders.
TNT presents an original motion picture event. Tom Berenger, James Coburn, and Charlton Heston in a TNT original, The Avenging Angel. Next on TNT Friday Nitro.
You're a mess, chicken.
For a number of years.
Pathfinder made it to Mars, and it's already sending back the goods. Meanwhile, Russian cosmonauts try to keep their heads above water while crew members on Mir get in shape for the big spacewalk.
Interstate 90 goes 2,743 miles from Boston to Seattle.
We traveled with him on the road and shared our Sunday mornings with him. Now, Charles Kuralt's journey through this life is over. Hello and welcome. I'm Andrea Zinga at the CNN Center in Atlanta, and this is Newsnight. It's been a long, exhilarating day for NASA scientists who are tracking the Mars Pathfinder. The little probe landed earlier today and began sending its first pictures from the red planet about 4.5 hours ago. CNN's John Holloman, who's also pretty excited about this mission, has been tracking Pathfinder's progress all day and joins us now with the latest. And John, only a pure love of the subject would give you the adrenaline I've seen you have all day.
This is just a really good story. Andrea, we are seeing stuff that we have not seen anything like in 20 years. I was telling John Zarella, who'll be here in a minute, I was 28 years old the last time we saw something from the surface of planet Mars, and it was nothing like as clear and as good as these pictures. Pathfinder's landing and the first series of pictures were better than NASA had anticipated. Shortly after the probe touched down, it started sending out signals and pictures, letting NASA know it was on Martian soil with all of its systems working. Then, scientists noticed a glitch. The airbags that cushioned Pathfinder's landing on Mars had not fully retracted. And that could pose a problem later on for the Sojourner rover as it tried to roll off the lander and start exploring Mars. So NASA did a little experimenting. Scientists at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena raised one of the pedals on the lander and tried to pull the airbag out of the way. The scientists then they told Pathfinder to send down a whole new set of pictures. The hope is they'll be able to see if the airbag was pulled completely out of the way. It appears it might be. Now, here are some of those new pictures. We're waiting for the folks at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory to tell us if the maneuver was successful, but it does look like there is less of that airbag visible than there was 3 hours ago when we got the first pictures. The pictures Pathfinder sent back about 2.5 hours ago are spectacular. Look at this. Looks like a red desert covered with rocks. That's what they hoped it would look like. And you can see some large hills off in the distance. Keep in mind, these pictures were taken while the rover is stationary. That's the rover sitting there at the bottom of your screen. Once it gets rolling, imagine the kind of pictures it'll be sending back. Scientists, of course, are very excited about those pictures. You can see it. They're jumping around like, you know, high school graduates at prom night or something. And about what, so far, has been a mission even more successful than they ever imagined. So, as the first pictures from Pathfinder were beamed back, scientists here on Earth were waiting with bated breath. You just saw some of that bated breath released. CNN's John Zarella saw their excitement firsthand. He joins us now live from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. John?
How are you, John? I can tell you the fireworks are going off here. They had the fireworks on Mars earlier today with all the pyrotechnic events that went on. The Rose Bowl isn't far from us, and we're beginning to hear some of the fireworks show going on there. I know you're talking about what's going on with the airbag situation right now, and I can tell you that we have with us Brian Muirhead, and Brian is the flight systems manager. And Brian, you better than anybody else can tell us where you stand right now. You still need to get some more information. You didn't get a complete set of pictures, right?
That's correct, yes. During this last downlink session, we lost a number of the first images that were coming down. The ground station at Goldstone was not able to get all the images. So we need to get some more of those to assess, in particular, the airbag region in the back, where the lander, on the back side of the lander.
What you saw, so you have to send some new commands up, is that correct?
Right, exactly.
And get new pictures back down.
Exactly right, and process those images, and then we'll have a better idea where the airbags are. We know that on the forward side, the front side where the rover would drive off, the airbags do appear to have been retracted as we would expect. We also know that the tilt of the lander changed about 1 degree, which implies that we pulled something underneath it when we put the pedal back down. So some of the rover team feels like they could probably drive off the front right now. But we've got the time, everything has gone incredibly well. And so we're being conservative, and let's just be sure that it's right before we do anything else.
So I was going to say that you could go tonight if you wanted, but the chance is you may not even put the ramp down at all tonight. Now just wait till tomorrow.
That's right, yes. We're going to get those new images. The commands are probably going up right now as we speak. We'll get those new images back in the next half hour to an hour. We'll look at them, and we could decide to deploy the ramps at that time, basically in the blind. We would not get a new confirmation that they had been deployed. But we've done that in tests before. We've demonstrated we can do that. If we think it's worthwhile doing, we may do it.
Oh, come on, you really orchestrated this, right? Save some of the excitement for tomorrow? You didn't want to do it all in one day, did you?
Well, we didn't want you guys to be too bored tomorrow. So, yeah, tomorrow it'll be hard to follow today's act, but you know, we're in no big hurry to
And it will be late in the afternoon, probably into the evening Eastern time, before then you would be able to get the rover off tomorrow. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah. Well, sunrise is 40 minutes later every day. So I guess sunrise tomorrow will be at 4 o'clock or so. So the earliest we'd probably deploy would be 5 o'clock.
You never would have expected the day to have gone the way it did, though, did you?
In our wildest dreams, absolutely not. You know, we've practiced this kind of a scenario more to push our ability to do the work on the ground, but to imagine we would see the signal right after we landed, to know that the spacecraft was healthy after all of that, and then, of course, to have it come up right on target with the low gain, and then even more spectacularly, to come up right on target with the high gain, pointing within 1 degree of the Earth. Unbelievable.
And then the pictures.
Oh, geez, what can you say? You know, I've seen some pictures, you know, a few that you guys haven't seen. We'll show you maybe later. But there's so what a variety of terrain right there, right around us. So you've got a really nice color panorama there, but there's other stuff to see.
Well, I know earlier in the color images we had really only seen about a 90-degree.
Yes, exactly.
So
right.
you've gotten more now.
Well, there were more in the original set, but we didn't. It was not a complete set. It was not a full color set. So we have red images of some other regions around there.
Is the topography similar as far around, or
no?
different?
It seems to be varied almost everywhere you look.
But not only does the IMP have a great view of the surface of Mars, when it tilts its head upwards, it can see the Martian sky, including Deimos, one of the Martian moons. And eventually, perhaps even by next week, the IMP will capture its first Earthrise. Lisa Salters, ABC News, Pasadena, California.
And joining us again from Pasadena is Dr. Dan Britt. Dr. Britt, with all those filters on this camera, how can you tell when the colors are accurate?
Well, we've carefully calibrated the camera and the filters, and so we know quite a bit about the color. And looking at the response of the camera, we can tell you for instance, what the color of the sky is, what the color of the rocks are.
The geologists have expressed great enthusiasm, but the prospect of understanding more about the twin peaks that are way off in the distance, any possibility of zooming to get a close-up of that structure?
What we don't have is a close-up lens, but what we can do is take high-resolution pictures of that area and pick out the spectra of the different layers, pixel by pixel. Also, we can do super resolution. We can take a bunch of pictures, add them together, and co-add these pixels in just slightly different areas and get much better resolution doing that. It's a trick of image processing.
How accurate is the color in the pictures? Many people have tried to capture those pictures on their computers from the internet. How accurate are they?
Well, the blue and the green are pretty much what we see in blue and green, and the red is only a little bit higher in wavelength than human red, so it's very accurate. Our true color is true color, and when we see the sky of Mars looking a little bit reddish-orange.
Everything about this expedition so far has exceeded expectations. Can this camera continue sending back pictures beyond 7 days, beyond 30 days?
Oh, easily. We have our engineering model, which doesn't even have the same quality of parts, and we've been using that for years.
All right. Well, Dr. Dan Britt, thanks so much for joining us on Discovery News. To learn more about Mars